Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria,
And I'm Rosetta. Hi.
and we thank you for joining us here today. So, in the spirit of kindness, we want to always listen to one another and be compassionate to one another. So, as you can tell by our little happy pictures, we're in different locations, yet we're connected in spirit.
Yes, we are. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Okay, let's get going. And we just want to say that we all hope you had a wonderful holiday. So let's get started. And here are some of our highlights and memorable moments of 2025.
All right. First off, on January 7th, we had the massive wildfires in Los Angeles that severely impacted Altadena, Santa Monica, and Malibu. We saw an impact not only to the rich, also to the poor. So this was felt throughout all of Southern California, and we believe throughout the world.
And before we get going, continue, completely forgot that we got to talk about the teas that we're drinking today. Completely forgot about that. So before we get going, the tea that I'm drinking, it's an organic soursop tea, and it's by the company Pocas. And it's a tropical fruit in Asia. Can you see it there?
Yes.
And I've never had the actual fruit, but I know that it's meant to be sour. So I don't know. I smelt it, couldn't smell much, so I put two tea bags in it. And the ingredients here are just organic sour salt, and that's it. So cheers to
Okay.
you, and Gloria will tell everyone what she's
Cheers.
drinking.
And I am drinking a company called Herbal Cup, and this is immunity with Superfoods elderberries. As we all know, now's the time for us to really be careful with our health. So the ingredients are all organic. It's a proprietary blend of elderberry fruit and echinacea whole plant parts, tulsi leaves, ginger root, hibiscus flower, and my girl's favorite, licorice root. So that's what
Yummy,
I'm drinking.
yummy.
I've
That's what
had it
my tea is
steeping.
missing, licorice root.
Yes, well, I always try and buy them with licorice because I know you love it. So
Yes, I
cheers.
do. Cheers. And now we're going to continue with our highlights and best moments of 2025.
Yes.
And Gloria was talking about the wildfires of Altadena, Santa Monica, and Malibu. And yeah, it was huge, huge, huge. So many lives were affected. And I just want to say that there's still, even now, still some of the residents are not even able to go back and start rebuilding their houses because of one reason or another, and insurance and everything. But we
Yeah.
do remember that there was a big concert held for them. What do you call those concerts that are for charity, charitable? There's a name for that. Now I forget what it is, but all the proceeds went towards everyone that was affected in those fires.
Hmm. Okay. You want to do the next one?
Yes, and the next one would be on May the 18th. We learned that Joe Biden was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. And that was really sad. But in a way, I kind of thought that something was happening with him because
Yeah.
of the fact that he had some slurring of the movement and slurred speech. And when he did announce that, it was, it wasn't surprising. But I hope that everything is okay and he's doing well.
Absolutely. So in July, you know how you go to a concert or you go to a sports event, they always do what they call the kiss cam. So they just randomly pick people out of the audience. Well, this particular time, they picked a couple, and the lady was just in the arms of a gentleman. When the camera hit them, she turned and he dropped down. Turned out he was the CEO of a company and she was the head of HR, and they were married to two other individuals at the time. It went viral. Everybody now knows about them, even though apparently the relationships were not, you know, together. It still just rocked their world. So be careful when you go to a concert or a sports event, when you kiss someone or you hug someone, because everybody has a camera.
Yes, they do. And if you remember that, it went viral and everybody was doing memes and different things on Facebook. All right. Next, we have the big one, which is when an all female women crew went into space. And it was on Blue Origin on the 14th of April. And the crew included Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez. We have Aisha Bowe, Amanda Nguyen, Carrie Ann Flynn, and Gail King. And that flight took 11 minutes. And that was a big one because I remember when we were talking about all this and leading up to it, and Gail King was she didn't like heights and she was very, very scared of going on it. But it turned out to be a very good trip, and they all came back safely.
Absolutely. And when Gail got back down to earth, Oprah was right there waiting to see her bestie. So it was a great day all around. So you would have to be under a rock not to know about the Taylor Swift Eras Tour. This tour was magnificent for many reasons. Not only was it a good show, but Taylor took care of the people in every location that she went. Not only did she pay her crew, but she paid the people, like she came here to Santa Clara, California, and she paid the truck drivers. She gave everybody a bonus. Amazing tour. She made over a bill, well, the tour, not her personally, the tour made over $1 billion. And you would think, what a great year for you. Well, on August 26th, she was proposed to by Travis Kelce, who is a member of the Kansas City Chief football team. The two had been spending a lot of time together. So, there, great concert, great tour, engaged. And then October 3rd, she prevailed her new album cover, Life of a Showgirl, and she released it on the Kelsey Brothers podcast. Kelsey and well, I say Travis and Taylor have had a great year, and we wish them lots and lots of more love together as they head off into from engagement to wedding planning and all the fun things that come with that.
Yes, and before they get married, Taylor Swift was actually part of a wedding group, and she was the bridesmaid to Selena Gomez, who got married on September the 27th to her boyfriend, Benny Blanco. And she actually got engaged and married this year. And if you all saw, I just love Selena Gomez. She's so cute, and her wedding was amazing. And she had so many great people at her wedding, and they all did speeches for her. And it was just so nice to see them together and her finally marry the love of her life. I think they are just a really great couple. So, congratulations to Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez.
Absolutely. And there's another young lady, Zendaya. So Zendaya showed up at the Golden Globe Awards, and she had on this beautiful gold dress. She was sporting a new little short hairdo. And so photographers were yelling at her, pose here, pose here. And so she puts her hands up and she takes the pose. People are like, yes, she looks good, but what is that on her finger? Yes, that is how we all found out that she and Tom Holland, better known as Spider-Man, are engaged. It has been a wonderful year of young people expressing their love. And we send Zendaya and Tom our best wishes for a fabulous life together.
Yes, I love seeing that because they've been together for a while and they met on the set of Spider-Man. All right. Next, we have a great moment to remember because Dancing with the Stars was on its 20th season. And guess who was one of the celebrity dancers? Robert Owen. He is the son of Steve Owen, crocodile hunter, if you all remember him, and the younger brother to Bindi Owen. And what is amazing is that Bindi won 10 years earlier with Derek Hough. And Robert Irwin, surprise, surprise, won with Whitney Carson. So he won. He was amazing. And I was very surprised at how good he was straight from the beginning. Because most people would kind of take time to warm up and get good. But I knew from day one that he was one of the front runners. So congratulations to Robert Irwin, and your dad is looking down and very proud of you.
Absolutely. And I thought it was really cute because they showed a cameo where they asked him as a young boy, would he ever do it? And he goes, I think I would love to do that. So he got the chance to do it. So that's fabulous, fabulous.
Yes.
So in the movie genre, there has been some films that have multiple versions, part one, part two, part three, part four, etc. Well, Wicked Part Three, Wicked for Good, was released. Um, I just think that that movie, the colors are just so brilliant, and the girls and their voices. I think they actually became real good friends. Cynthia Erivo and what's my girl's name?
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande. I'm like, I can see her face with her cute little self. The two of them, you can feel the relationship grow each version of the movie that you see. I think they did a fabulous job, and I love the singing. I love the memes that's come from the movie where people attempt to do Cynthia's, ending of the song. I'm not even going to go there, but you know what I'm talking about, and she just belts it out.
Yes.
I thought that was amazing, and they made over 200 million the first weekend out. So, congratulations, ladies! Keep up the good work. May you continue to do musicals in your future.
Yes, and I love how close they became and how they're traveling around and doing like showings and concerts together. I love it. I can't get enough of them on social media. I keep following them everywhere. They're great. So I love the emotion that they put to everything that they do. So I love that. And on the same topic of different parts of movies, we also have Avatar Part 3, which came out recently on the 19th of December this month, called Fire and Ash. And Miley Cyrus actually wrote the theme song to this and performed it. And if you haven't gone to see it, it is amazing. But what you must do is go and see it 3D. It is just like something beyond. When you have 3D, the water, the all the scenes, it just explodes, and you're like, oh my God, wow, wow, wow. So if you haven't seen it, go and see it. And if you have seen it, maybe you want to see it again, see it 3D.
Yes, that's a great suggestion because I always, if I like a movie, really, really, really like it, I always go back because I see things that I don't see the first time. So that's a great suggestion, Rosetta. So everybody knows Beyonce. Now, Beyonce won 3 Grammys this year, and one of the Grammys was for Album of the Year. There was an opportunity for her to have won more Grammys than anyone else. And she's sitting just kind of casually hanging out. And they announced that she won a Grammy for Best Country Song. First Black female ever. First country song, Cowboy Carter. She was shocked. Jay-Z was shocked. Everybody was shocked. I mean, everybody was shocked. So Beyonce, you have shown that if you can sing and you can perform and entertain, there's no stopping you. You can go cross platforms. So congratulations. That's fantastic.
Yep, congratulations for all your Grammy Awards. And talking about Grammys, we have K-pop Demon Hunter, which is a movie that aired on June 20th on Netflix. And it is the first ever most streamed movie on Netflix ever. And the actual, what do you call it? The soundtrack. It's called Soundtrack. The soundtrack went viral. And even today, 6 months later, people are still in awe and just love this movie and keep watching it, reruns of it. And the three ladies that sing in this movie are actually doing really well, and they're touring, and they've just had so many different appearances everywhere. They actually had an appearance at the football game over Christmas with the one that Snoop Dogg did. And he was the
Yes.
one that was able to plan it. So he actually had them come on and sing a kind of hip hoppy Christmas music. And I loved it. So
Yes.
for all of you that have not seen it, why haven't you seen it? Because it's an amazing show. K-pop. Who would have guessed that K-pop would become a movie? And they actually have been up for nominations, Grammy nominations. So I'm very, very happy for these girls. And K-pop Demon Hunter is all over the place and good for you. And I hope we get more of these kind of movies coming onto Netflix.
Yes, I agree. That halftime show with Snoop was amazing. Um, it's interesting. I think The Voice has given Snoop a new persona because he's gone from being the kind of thuggy ruggy hardcore rap guy to being more like the kind, sweet, grandfatherish feeling. He's preparing to go and do the Olympics, and he's going to be, since he ran around the last time, the Winter Olympics are coming up in February. He's going to be one of the NBC correspondents. I have no idea what that's going to look like. However, we know with Snoop, it'll be fun.
Yes, it will. I can't wait.
Yes. So, one of the items that I guess you could say really impacted Rosetta and I was Camp Mystic, where 27 young girls and counselors were killed in July. This situation was really bad because Camp Mystic had a requirement that when you dropped your child off, no cell phones, no access to the children until at the end of camp. People have sent their children there thinking that they're safe, didn't have to worry about it. And I mean, very affluent people have sent their children to this camp. Now, the sad thing that Rosetta and I learned was that the fact that this was near Guadalupe River, they knew about the flooding. They knew the possibility. No, they had no idea it would ever become as bad as it was, yet they knew the possibility because previous years they had had light flooding issues. So this was just traumatic for us because these are young, beautiful young girls that lost their lives. And even today, when I hear that they're in the process of reopening, as a mom, as a person, a human being, I would want you to prove to me how. How can you reopen? What's different?
Because we know that we always talk about the weather has changed over the years,
Mhm.
and we can't predict from year to year how it's going to change. So, yeah, for me as a mother, I would not be sending my child there no matter what.
Yes, I, I agree.
All right. And then next we move on to the new Pope. Pope Leo the 14th. It was very sad because the passing of Pope Francis, but then we got a new Pope, just said Leo the 14th from Chicago, the first American Pope. The conclave lasted 24 hours and 20 minutes. And it was quite a coincidence because when this happened, I had just watched the movie, The Conclave, because I had no idea what that meant. So watching it really gave me some kind of idea, actually, what happens behind the scenes when they're trying to vote for a new pope. So I love it, and Pope Leo is doing great. And just over the holidays, they had a concert from Michael Bublé, and it was Michael Bublé concert at the Vatican, and it was amazing if you haven't seen it.
Excellent. And where can they find that?
You could probably look it up on YouTube, probably streaming, maybe. Try look up Netflix and search that up. It's called Michael Bublé at the Vatican. So I'm sure they'll be
Nice.
able to find it somewhere. If not the whole thing, you can see clips of it.
Yes. And just like I was saying about Snoop being a judge on The Voice, Michael Bublé is also a judge, and it's allowed us to see a different side of him. He had some issues previous in his career where his child was sick, and he was like done. He wasn't going to tour, he wasn't going to do music anymore. And seeing him on The View and seeing, excuse me, on The Voice, not The View. We've seen him on The View, but this is about The Voice. We've had the opportunity to see his heart, and he is a magnificent, magnificent
I
person.
love him. I
Great
love
job.
Michael Bublé.
Yes. So we also wanted to acknowledge there's many more. We just picked out some of our lost angels that we wanted to recognize, starting with George Foreman, Roberta Flack, Ozzy Osbourne, Val Kilmer, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Vice President Dick Cheney, Giorgio Armani.
We also have Gene Hackman and his wife. That was really, really sad what we saw there. Then we have Rob Reiner and his wife. That was another most recent sad one. Then we have Anthony Gary, aka Luke Spencer, Robert Redford, Diane Keaton. That was very, very shocking. She was very young at 79. And then we have Pope Francis, who we mentioned earlier. Um, and he was 88 when he passed away. So
Yes,
those are
yes,
the ones that we remember. There's so many more, but these are the ones we just wanted um, to give to to give our final, condolences to.
yes, yes, because they were very special people in our lives. Like I was teasing Rosetta because I said Anthony Geary, and she's like, I don't know him. And I'm like, that is Luke Spencer on General Hospital. He is infamous with that role. No matter what he did, people would go, oh, there's Luke. So these individuals, Robert Redford, he was not only a wonderful actor and director, he was an activist doing things to help the world, help our planet, help our people. So any of these names you could pick out that they did something to help the world, and their presence will be truly missed.
And Michael Jamal Warner was a Leroy in The Cosby Show, if you don't remember. And his one was pretty tragic because he died. I think he was on some trip and he died when he was swimming.
Vacation.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
vacationing, which was really sad. And he was really young, 54 years old.
yeah. And he knew how to swim. He just got caught in an undercurrent, which I guess in the Caribbeans, that's something that happens. So another tragic, tragic loss. I love Roberta Flack, killing me softly with his song. I mean, her voice was just amazing, just perfection. Wow, this has been a very fast chat, but we wanted it to be memorable of 2025. We did not talk about any of the drama aspects because we want, as we prepare to go forward into the new year, with love and joy and expectation for all good things. So, we want to take this opportunity to thank you all for hanging out with us and coming and watching our chats and, giving us some feedback, giving us a thumbs up, letting us know what's going on. And we look forward to hanging out with you all in 2026.
Yes, we do. Thank you, Gloria. And if you think that you would like us to talk about something, chat about some stuff, please put it in the comments because maybe we will improve in 2026. Or if there is anything you'd like to see us do differently or keep or whatever. We just want general feedback and we will look into that for 2026. And thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. And we love doing this recap because there were so many moments and highlights. We had to pick just very few because we could go on for days.
Yes,
Yes.
the list is long.
Yes, it is. But thank you so much. If you enjoyed our chat, please hit the thumb icon if you haven't already. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification. So you're the first to be notified when our videos are ready to be viewed. Thank you again. We are Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. Grab my tea here.
That's right. And remember
Remember to
to
always
always
keep
keep
smiling.
smiling.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Stay safe.
Yes.